Take it back to where it was. There was no problem here. Let's just make it easy for everybody.
Well, that's how some neighbors who live along Shoal Creek Boulevard feel about the changes to their street. Transportation officials are in the process of a complete redesign from 38th Street all the way to US 183. That's a little more than 5 miles. It's a popular detour for many of the people who want to avoid Mopac and I-35.
And our Candy Rodriguez is live from the neighborhood. Candy, why are some neighbors wishing the city would just leave this alone? You think they would maybe like these changes?
Yeah, Amanda, and some of them do, but these neighbors feel like some of these changes raise safety concerns for them. And this is one example for one of the neighbors, this two-way protected bikeway. And so this stretch of road that they're working on stretches more than 5 miles. So it's a long stretch of road that the city actually divided it into 2 parts. Take a look at this so we can break down those plans for you. They divided it into 2 plans, improvements to the upper half from Foster Lane to 183, get rid of parking and add one-way protected bike lanes on both sides of the road. When it comes to the lower half, that stretches from 38th to Foster Lane, right in this area that we're at, the city is removing parking on the east side and adding two-way protected bikeway on the west side, which is what you see right in front of me. And some of these improvements are what neighbors say are worrisome.
I mean, I'm concerned that somebody will be hurt during this time.
Shoal Creek Boulevard neighbor Jay McBride says he's noticed a flaw.
Just due to this random bringing you over cross into running traffic.
The two-way protected bikeway set for the lower section of the boulevard currently comes to an abrupt stop. Bicyclists are directed to yield to the other side of the road.
The safety issue is the biggest thing for me since I do bicycle it and I also drive it. I don't want to hit anybody in my car, nor do I want to be hit by a car.
The city says McBride's problem is temporary since they're doing work in sections. But Carlos Guzman's issue with the redesign is permanent.
It's narrowing down the lanes of the vehicles.
He says that creates more problems during severe weather.
This side of the Shoal Creek floods a lot, and now that they'll be driving on essentially water during a storm event, they'll be, possibly losing traction, losing control, and probably causing accidents.
Both men say they don't want the road to change at all.
Everything was fine. It was all fine. This is a problem that never existed.
Transportation officials tell us they expect to have this work done by this upcoming spring. Now, as far as drainage goes at Shoal Creek Boulevard in Hancock, officials tell me they plan to widen the drainage inlet and flatten the slope. That way it'll improve the drivable surface there. But I wanted to show you something that we actually saw this morning that was not here when I came 2 days ago, and that's this sign that lets bicyclists now know that they have to yield over to the other side. And of course, that's a big thing because they have to watch out for traffic. If they're heading northbound, they have to watch for traffic coming southbound, and they also have to watch their back for traffic heading northbound. Back to you.
I hope we'll see some permanent signs there too as well. All right, Candy, thank you. We also spoke with people at the Shoal Creek Conservancy who say they're looking forward to these changes. They say the addition of the protected bike lane will help connect bicyclists from the trail over to the road.
And eventually we will have this 30-mile loop network of trails that will be huge for all active transportation users, whether you're trying to commute to work or have a nice weekend bike ride. So this is just a small piece in a larger network of trails that we're working on.
Plans like this is what the NTSB says will help reduce deaths on the roads. Earlier this week, officials said that more bicyclists will die on the roads if changes are not made.